Rebecca Shagnon, Com 101, Persuasive Speech. Did you know that only about 37% of Americans are happy, engaged, and committed while they're at work? My dad was a part of that 37% of people. My dad was one of the most hardworking and committed men I'd ever met in my entire life. He was also always super happy to come home and talk about work. He was a mechanic up until August of this past year when he unfortunately passed away. My mom also never really worked a conventional job. She only really had one desk job, and it was an overnight job, so it wasn't super conventional. This gave her more time to spend with us after school. I've kind of followed her in that way, in that career path, that I've only worked one conventional job. I believe that by participating in non-conventional jobs, it will improve my classmates' mental and physical health. What do I mean by participation in non-conventional job? What do we need to not participate in office jobs, and how can we develop participation in non-conventional jobs? Is participating in an office job the right way to go after college? What do I mean by participation in non-conventional job? Participation is defined as the act of taking part in something. Right now, as we take this class, as we work, as we hang out with friends, we are participating in something. A non-conventional job to me means any job in which you are not chained to a desk on a daily basis and do not have to work at it solely. Conventional jobs may be detrimental to our mental and physical health. People who even work from home one day a week are reported to be more satisfied, and it gives them more time to focus on their health and their family lives. I worked one traditional job and hated it. It made me feel like I was a cog in the wheel, and even when I was working at American Eagle, I felt like I was doing something more important, even if that was just helping teenagers feel comfortable in what they were wearing. On September 27th, 2019, Britt Morris wrote an article on BusinessInsider.com that a study was done by Owl Labs in 2019, which showed 22% of workers were happier and 13% more likely to stay with a company if they provided them the flexibility to work from home. In other words, not working in an office can allow more freedom and happiness in our lives. Why do we need to not participate in office jobs? Even though office jobs may provide stability, it could also be destructive to our health. Sitting at a desk poses a lot of health risks. Back problems, high blood pressure, and deep thrombosis are a few to start. People working in office settings are also more likely to have depression and anxiety. On May 22nd, 2019, Paul Tufts wrote an article on 5 health risks associated with office jobs on thriveglobal.com. Carpal tunnel, eye strain, and obesity are also reported in office workers. Carpal tunnel can be formed in any job where you are typing all day, but is more likely in office settings because of the amount you have to type. Obesity can also cause other problems such as diabetes and heart disease. Both my parents worked non-conventional jobs. My dad owned his own business when he was a mechanic, and like I had mentioned earlier, my mom worked nights so that she could spend more time with us on the weekends. This also gave them the ability to take family vacations whenever they really wanted to. With all the health risks in mind, does working in office jobs truly seem worth it anymore? How can we develop participation in a non-conventional job? People do not realize how many non-conventional jobs there are out there that provide a lifestyle that's not just paycheck to paycheck like they believe. Retail, owning your own business, and farming are just a few to start. I've only really worked retail throughout my job history, and it comes with its own complications, but it's helped me be able to bring my dreams to reality. Even if we were allowed to work from home just one day a week, it would provide us with more freedom and be able to do the things that we want to be able to do. There are a lot of jobs that do not require you to sit at a desk all day. On May 19, 2019, Carrie Ann Renulzi wrote a column on CNBC.com. A couple of other jobs that are included on that are being an event planner, photographer, even working retail. They do not require you to sit, or working real estate, do not require you to sit at a desk all day. Working from home is also an option. This gives you the ability to take breaks when you need to and to be able to be at home to see what's going on. Furthermore, not all office jobs have to continue to be in an office setting, and the risks of working in an office seem to outweigh the benefits. Again, to reiterate, my 3 points for this were: what do I mean by participation in non-conventional job? Why do we need to not participate in office jobs? And how can we develop participation in non-conventional jobs? I encourage you all to try to find a job after college, or even right now, that allows you to work from home or gives you the ability to work a couple extra hours a day so you can spend more time with your families. What will you do to be a part of the 37% of people who are happy, engaged, and committed while they're at work?